Mind you, when I tell you I had 0 pennies to my name when I was 16 years old, I had 0 pennies to my name. So now moving forward, my price now is yeah, I have had 2 Audi trucks in less than 2 years, because I've only been lashing for 2 years. Hey vlog, long time no see. So I have not been active on this page in so long, y'all. I know, don't kill me. But since the new year has started, my business, not only since the new year, since my last video, my business has been striving and thriving, y'all. Everything has been going really good. I have a really good feeling about this year. I feel like I'm starting to gain that trust from everybody in my hood. I'm starting to get that, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, I have tried to record this video like 100 times over. I just made a whole video and I didn't like it. So, I'm going to tell you guys how I became a lash tech. I've been trying to tell this or like relay this message by saying how to become a lash tech, but let me just tell you how I did it and how I would suggest someone else to move forward if they think about starting a lash business. So let's start from the beginning. I got my lashes done one time, thought the girl was like, I don't like this bitch. I was 16 years old, a junior in high school, giving this girl $120 for her to do my lashes in 2 hours. Mind you, when I tell you I had 0 pennies to my name when I was 16 years old, I had 0 pennies to my name. My mom did not want me to work a job. I was not to work a job. I didn't have no ride to or from a job, even if I wanted to get a job. So I was just chopped turkey on a job and money in general. No money, okay? If I had any money, it was because my parents were giving it to me, and it wasn't a lot. So when I started investing in the lash classes, I'm like, this is so expensive. It was so expensive. There was no way that I was going to be able to pay for that class on my own. So from there, I ended up bringing it to my parents, telling them that this is what I wanted to do. And my parents are not the richest of the richest either, let me tell you. But my parents also did not want me to just keep sitting around not having a job. I was playing basketball, but that just was not enough. I needed money. Fuck a basketball. I need money. I don't want shit to do with basketball now that I'm older. I don't know why I was wasting my time doing that. But anyway, so yeah, my parents are not the richest of the richest. My parents decided to invest in the class as long as I promised there was absolutely no choice. If my parents spent this money, they told me I must create this business. I must thrive. So let me tell you how I did it, right? Before I took the lash class, I was already up and down YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, joining Lash Facebook groups, because Lash Facebook groups, let me tell you about that real quick. Lash Facebook groups, even before you start lashing, you'll see those lash techs that I have already been experienced with their problems on that Facebook thing. I've seen people show like how they got stickies together, how to create spikes, and I've seen other lash techs able to help them, you know what I'm saying? So, and from there I was able to take those tips and their mistakes and learn from their mistakes and the tips that the other lash techs were giving them. But anyway, so I was looking through all of these things before I started my class. I realize now the class really she was just telling me all the information that was already out there to me in 3 hours in a fat ass folder worth of lash information. She gave me a whole ebook in printed paper in a folder. Don't get me wrong, I love the girl who taught me the lash class. She's really cool, really nice. But even me as a person who lash classes, you don't need to take a lash class. What you need is a license. If you want to really open up a storefront and start doing lashes professionally, what you need to do is go get a license, which I have done. But that's what you need to do that's what you need. You don't need a lash class, okay? The lash class, you need to go to school. That's what you need. The lash class is really just a benefit. If anything, it's going to help you immediately start your business. If you feel like you don't have time to sit around and learn how to do it by yourself, take the lash class, get that instant knowledge all together, and boom. But if you can't afford it, if my parents were not willing to pay for that class, I was going to be good, because YouTube has everything that you can possibly ever think of. So at the time that I took the lash class, I had a job. Hold on. Yeah, I had a job at the time, and I had to be at work within an hour of this lash class ending, and that's damn near how long it was going to take for me to get home from the lash class. So I ended up having to leave the lash class early, got to work. They didn't even let me work because I was so late. But the point of me saying that is, So all that information that she was gonna teach me, I got crammed up in like 3 hours worth of work. I got to lash the mannequin. I got the whole ebook. I got all the supplies. She told me everything step by step with the tweezer, the lash removal, the primer, the bonder, the lashes, the silk, the mink, all of that. She told me all of that information in 3 hours. And I was to remember all of that and then go home and continue on. So that's how the lash class is realistically. So that's how I started. I took that class, got all the information scrammed into my brain, and when I went home, thankfully, I had already been looking at, everything that she told me pretty much, honestly, was stuff that I had already seen on YouTube. The only thing this girl gave me was the products, pretty much, which, again, I could have went on YouTube and looked up affordable lash products on Amazon and have gotten everything that she gave me in that kit. The kit, I literally could have got off Amazon and I would have been perfectly fine. Anyways, I got the kit and I got all the stuff. Well, let me say my dog is snoring in the back. She's asleep. But, the kit, what was I about to say? Hold on. That's what I was about to say. So, kits usually come with a mannequin. A mannequin is nothing like a human eyeball. The mannequin also too, when you're working on that mannequin, it's just not the same. There's no other way to put it other than to say it's just not the same. So, the next day, with all the information that she had given me in that lash class and the information that I had from YouTube, the next day after my lash class, I was taking a hair client because that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do people's hair. I had learned how to do my own hair and like do knotless braids and shit like that. So I started to do hair, but I didn't feel like standing up for hours and hours and hours and shit like that. Like, I don't want to do people hair. I know how to do really good hair and I don't feel like doing it. So, anyways, I talk so much, don't mind that. But I was doing a girl's hair and we were conversating and I let her know that I took the lash class yesterday and she's like, oh, well, do you have the stuff to do lashes? And I'm like, yeah, I can do your shit right after this. And she said yes. So I did her lashes. It took me 6 hours to do a classic set. Pause. Another thing. I suggest you don't waste your fucking time with classic sets. There are lash techs, there are plenty of lash techs in the world, I'm sure in your area that do classic lashes. Boo, I'm telling you, that's not where the money's at. Don't let these people fool you. You will be sitting there for hours and hours and hours working on a classic set. Yes, it can come out beautifully sometimes. And yes, it is a more natural alternative. It's way lighter than any type of volume or hybrid set. I agree with all of that. If you want a light natural set, go slap some fucking mascara on your eyeball. That's what I suggest. Fuck a classic set. That shit takes so long. It's not worth it. I don't care how long a retention lasts. It's not gonna last as long as a hybrid or a volume set is gonna last you. That's where the money's at. Anyways, I wasted my time doing this girl's classic lash set. But after I posted that and I made a lash page the next day, I was posting those sets and I was getting clientele, baby. People were asking me to do their lashes with the booty classic set that I had just did on this girl. That took me 6 hours. I was posting that set over and over and over again. Every single day I was posting that girl's set, and I was posting sets that I was doing on the little detachable eyeballs. I ordered some of those on Amazon. Let me see if I can tell you what I'm talking about. So these are the little eyeballs that I'm talking about. I really didn't care too much to put it into these little things, or even they come like this sometimes in these flat things. I offer these in my lash classes because obviously to start you need something like that. But to practice, you don't need that. You just need the eyeball. You don't need to slap it into that skinny ass face that's nothing like a real face. What you need is the eyeballs. I was using the eyeballs and then I was lashing the eyeballs doing, to me the sets looked crazy. But the people were booking them though. That's the crazy thing. When people see your work, and then I think another thing was, since people seen me working so fast, you seen I just took the lash class, I'm already lashing the next day, and I'm steady posting. Sold. Like, people were literally sold, booking me. And then on top of that, I was charging a very affordable price. I was charging $55 for classic, hybrid, and volume. I did maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 classic sets before I did a hybrid set. Oh my god, the first hybrid set that I did was awful. But people were booking me though because I was charging $55. And at the end of the day, they had lashes on their eyeballs. I wasn't stabbing their eyeballs out. They might have had a little burn, a little, you know, a little tingle in their eye, but You're getting charged $55, boo. Another thing that I had when I first started lashing and up until I got a license, or went to school, because I stopped doing my consent forms when I went to school, to be honest. But yes, I had consent forms. I was having everybody sign a piece of paper, just basically saying, you know, that I'm a beginner tech, that, you know, any risk may come with this. If anything were to happen, if I accidentally did just so happen to get some glue in her eye and maybe cause her some red irritation, she would be fully aware of the fact that this was a possibility. Okay, so also I use that paper for them to give me consent to record if they're pregnant, any allergies, any things like that, any contraindications, things that they have, any red eye or dots in their eyes or anything like that before that they came into this appointment. Make that known on this paper so that when I'm done, and sign it at the bottom when I'm done. If anything happens and you say I did it, you already stated on this paper here that you had that before you sat down in my chair. So I had consent forms when I first started. That also made people really trust me and just seem a little bit more professional, because now I'm not just having you lay down in my chair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that if I'm going through all of this, I'm having you sign this paper, I must be, you know, I want to give you the best of the best. But I just want you to know that there's risks that come with me being a beginner. There's also still risks with me being, you know, it's anything can happen. I think I should still, you know what, maybe this year I'm gonna start doing consent forms again, just in case. Because anything can happen. So yes, the $55 sets and me consistently posting really got me a lot of clientele. I kept this price for about 4 or 5 months. My mom was telling me I was crazy. She was dogging me every day. My mom is Black and Puerto Rican. My mom, she's the best supporter, but her delivery is not the best. My mom was banging into my head that I needed to be doing this shit. But honestly, it helped, to be honest. Every single day I was posting and it was making people trust me more. So yeah, what was I just saying? I just hit my cart and now my freaking brain's all confuzzled. Bro, this literally happens every time I record a YouTube video. That's another thing. I just be losing my mind. I be losing my brain. Let me think. Anyways, I talk so fucking much that's why I forgot what I was saying. What I was saying was I was charging the $55. My mom was dogging me for charging, and she's like, you're crazy. Your work is getting better and better. By month 2, 3, my work was getting good. It was honestly good. It's not. Honestly, it honestly wasn't that good, but it was getting way better. $55 was not enough. It honestly wasn't, but I did need to do that in order to build up that clientele, because now that clientele that trusted me and I was able to build that relationship with, that they didn't want to even leave me even if I did raise my prices, that helped me get that loyal clientele. I have that clientele still to this day, 2 years later. Those people that were giving me that $55 are the people that are still giving me $130. Okay, so the $55 sets really helped me as well. I highly suggest doing that. Keeping up that affordable price. Be affordable. A lot of people wanted to come book me because I was affordable, and that relationship that I've built with my clients, I'm very close with my clients, with 9 out of 10 of them. You know, and even for the people who are quiet, I still have a really good vibe with my clients. Any problems that I have going on outside of the lash business does not come into the lash room, and it shows when I do people's lashes and when people come into my house. They like my energy, my vibe, and even if I do up my price, they're gonna keep coming. Okay, believe that. That's because I've built that relationship and that clientele and that loyalty with them. So yeah, that affordable price really helped me out. Also, so the way that I kept up my business, I wasn't able to afford the class. So how the fuck was I able to afford the products, right? To even keep up after the class. I still had that little job. I only had that job for probably a month. I was getting $12 from that job. And I was making like $100 something in a check, maybe 100 like 20 the most, or 30. I think 130 was like the most amount of money I made there. But with that money, I was able to get products off Amazon and keep up my business. If you want me to create a video giving you all the products step by step while you're doing the lashes, exactly what products you need to use, I would do that, because I wish if I could have just went on YouTube and been like, where's this what exact product, then I would have been good. Everybody be trying to gatekeep. I got you, boo. No problem. Go buy this product, because this is what's going to help you. And I want what's going to help you. So if you want me to make a video on all of those good products and all the things that I personally use, I will do that. Let me know. So yeah, I was able to keep up my products, keep up my business and buying the products with the little job that I had at first, with that little $100 something, and then from there with the $55 I was making per set. Baby, I was getting 2 clients a day, $100. One day, to next day, another $100. Next day, another $100. I was making like $100 a day, baby. And even then, I was really like, for being 16, I was really, like I was doing what I needed to do. I was paying for my own food. I was paying for my own clothes, my own shit. 16 years old, baby. And I was providing everything that I needed to have for my business. 16 years old. So now moving forward, my price now is $110 for a hybrid set, $120 for a volume set. I no longer offer classic sets, and I offer a special set, a baddie set that includes bottoms and tops. And yeah, I have had 2 Audi trucks in less than 2 years, because I've only been lashing for 2 years. I've had 2 Audi trucks. I pay my own car note, my own insurance, my own everything. My tickets I pay by myself, my car, my hair, my nails, my everything. I pay for all my own shit. The only thing I don't pay for is my own house, and I'm staying in this biatch until my mom picks me up and throws me out this little motherfucker, because I work from home. And my whole basement is closed off from my house, and I'm gonna stay here until death does us part. Fuck you mean? I have no problem not having an apartment. I'm 19 years old. I have, well, that's a lie. That's a kind of a lie, because I do be getting into it with my mom. But if you can work from home, milk that cow until you can't no more. I'm staying in the, I don't care how much my mom pisses me off. I do care, but not enough to make me pick up and leave. Not with my business, not enough. Well, I'm actually thinking about moving to Florida, but still, I'm gonna be back in Chicago every weekend. There's nothing that anybody can ever do to make me leave home, okay? So yeah, like that's what I did. I took the lash class and I taught myself how to do everything else. The class was helpful for really the kit. I'm gonna say that's what I feel like the class really helped me with. All the other information, I could have got that. I did have that. I seen it all on YouTube. I seen it all on TikTok, and I seen it all on Facebook. I knew everything that she had already told me pretty much, except for ingredients and shit inside of the glue that I didn't know. So yes, that's my long story kind of cut short. All I have to say is you definitely don't need a lash class. You need a license. You need to go to esthetician school and go through that. You don't need a lash class. Let me say that. Let me motherfucking say that. If I would have used that $650, used my little YouTube shit, right? Did more homework on the products, what I needed exactly, I should have used that $650 towards the esthetician school and just instantly, so that by now I would have already, shit, I don't know, shit, maybe by now I would have had a fucking storefront, working in a storefront or something. You never know. Well, no, money wise, no, but you know what I mean. I would already, if I wanted to get into a salon, I would be in a salon working with my license instead of working from home. I love working from home, but had I gotten that license instead of investing in the class and just immediately went to school and they would have gave me the kit and taught me everything that she taught me, I would have been, making money in a salon, maybe more than I'm making at home. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Because that's another thing. If I go to Florida tomorrow, the prices that I charge in Chicago are not the prices that they charge in Florida. I get $250 per set in Florida. Here I'm getting $130. Don't that sound crazy? But don't $250 sound crazy for some lashes? Not to them. So yeah, that is kind of my long story cut short. Let me know if you want the video on my exact products and everything that I use, because that's another thing. That's another thing. If that video would have just popped up first when I typed in what products exactly do you need for the lash product, to start a lash business, fuck the kit that the girl gave me. I could have bought the shit on my own. I could have literally bought the shit on my own and bought way more than they give you in a kit anyway. I'm gonna tell you that. So yeah, if you want the video, let me know. Any more videos that you want to see, let me know as well. If you have any tips, any extra things that you want to give to new beginner lash techs, or any other suggestions that you have to give anybody who wants to start a lash business, you can put it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, everything, all that. And also follow me on TikTok. I went viral on TikTok. I went fake. I'm fake TikTok famous. I have like 21K now. My videos, I have over 20 viral videos. Okay, 21.7K, y'all. That's where we're at right now. So make sure you go follow my TikTok. I'm gonna put it on here. Make sure you go follow my lash page, explicitlashes.llc. And yes, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.